deal with y'all, man? It's your boy, Runaway Ron, running towards the best version of myself, as you should be too. Y'all see the title, man. I ain't even gonna spend a lot of time in this little intro, man. You already know there ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's just get right into it. Man. How you take care of your finances, bro, is so important in life. I'm not gonna hold you, man. Because it's funny because you know how you hold your, I guess you could say, your day-to-day responsibilities and tasks, as far as like, you know, making sure they're done, you know, you're being disciplined on these things, whatever the case may be, just being disciplined on improving yourself, right? That same principle applies to your finances too. There's been times where I've been in the past and I haven't been the most financially, what's the word I'm looking for? Responsible. You know, I'm spending money on things I don't really need. You know, I'm buying extra things I don't really need. I'm just not managing my money well. And you know, being in a place in the past where I've been someone who hasn't been able to manage their money well, it took me time to realize my habits as far as like financial circumstances, to realize that I need to make a change. I need to hold, you know, myself as an individual to a higher standard when it comes to finances. Like how you like to go to the gym, making sure you on your self-care, you know, just self-improvement type of time. You got to apply that same type of determination and discipline to your finances. I know, bro, we play some of these games on our phone and they got the little add-ons, subscriptions, packs, you feel me? I know for all my guys on the apps, you know, you got to pay for the subscription for the app every month. You know, all of that stuff eats into your pockets, bro. So you really got to sit back and just think like, what do I need and what don't I need? Once you figure out what you need and what you don't need, then that's when you can start to put a plan, a structure on your finances and how you would like to go about that, right? You got to realize what's a necessity and what's a want. A lot of us spend our money on things that we just want and not our necessities, which are things that we absolutely need to survive. And that's okay. That's okay. What do we need to survive? It's really simple. You need food, shelter, and gas. That's pretty much it, bro. You feel me? Like, I don't know how your expenses are, but when it comes to me, I'm literally only spending money on gas, and food, and you know what I mean? But I'm trying to cut that out too, because is that a necessity to live? No, let's be real. You can live without smoking, bro. You don't need that. It's not a necessity. So if you really want to be on the realest type of, just as real as you could be when it comes to finances, all you need is food and gas. And, you know, if you have your own house, then you got rent/mortgage, whatever the case may be. If you have bills, then you have to add those or take those into account as well, all right? So you got to really think about everything you're spending money on. I have bills. They're not real bills, but they're bills because I have to pay for them every month. What are my bills? Entertainment. I could just leave it at that. Entertainment. Do I really need it? No. But do I want it? Yeah. What's a Netflix fee? You know, what's a Hulu fee? What's a Spotify fee? You know? So, you know, once you realize how many subscriptions you're buying for these things, you'll be like, whoa. Like right now, just on entertainment and subscriptions, like my fitness, Planet Fitness, my actual gym, because, you know, I use an app to work out and I have like the actual, like, you know, with everything, that's more of a necessity. But everything in total, as far as subscriptions, paying a monthly balance of something, I'm around like probably $70, $75, and that's nothing, honestly. So, you know, I can only imagine for those who have real responsibilities to take care of, how your financials are on a month-to-month basis. Having your financials at a specific month-to-month basis, you already know you have to, budget. You have to budget your money, right? And you know, you might be like, okay, budget how? This is how. When it comes to budgeting, you have to, like I said before, take into account what you need and what you don't need. So let's start with, you know, our jobs and how much money we're receiving on a weekly or bi-weekly income or bi-weekly time frame. You know, what I've been personally doing, just so I know I'm saving money and I'm budgeting and I'm managing my finances well, when I get a check, I do a 70-30 split, you know, and by the way, I'm not no financial advisor. I'm only telling you what I'm doing. Maybe you can apply it, maybe you can't. To each their own. But like I was saying, when I get a check, every week, every 2 weeks, whatever the case may be, I do a 70-30 split. 70% of that shit goes to my savings account, and then I live off the 30%. Right now, I have 2 banks. I have Chase, which is my main savings, and then I have Wells Fargo, which is like, my day-to-day regular shit, right? But within my Wells Fargo, I have a checking and a savings. So what do? So like I said, I take that 70%, put it in the savings, and now I have 30% left. Now from there, I split that 2 ways into my Wells Fargo savings and then my spending money. So, I take a 15% split from every check that I get, that I get. You might be like, whoa, 15%? Yeah, bro. I'm really living below my means. I don't need too much money to survive. But like I said, you have to do those numbers for you. Do a 60-40 split. At the least a 50-50, right? 50% to the savings, 50 for you to do whatever you want, fuck it off, whatever the case may be. But I'm really trying to hit a certain goal by a certain time frame, so I'm doing a 70-30. And my situation, I could, call for that. I could do that without putting myself in a situation that I can't get out of, right? And then from there, I'm taking even more steps, all right? It's not just a simple 70-30. When you start saving, you're going to be able to get to a point where you could just have a set limit of how much spending money you have. For example, let's use easy numbers. Let's say I have $1,000 and I do 70-30 split. Let's say $10,000. So it's more like, I guess, realistic, or you could really see how this, I'm going to just explain it. Let's say you have $10,000, right? You do your 70-30 split. So $7,000 goes to your savings, and now you got $3,000 to just, fuck around. Now, what I do, I split that 2 ways. So now I have $1,500 in my Wells Fargo savings and $1,500 in my checking, right? When it gets to a certain point, bro, when you have like a certain budget, you're not going to need $1,500 to just go blow until your next check. There's just no way. You know what I mean? So what I would do, I would leave $300, $200, however much you want. I say real minimal. And I'll put the rest of my Wells Fargo savings, right? You're like, why would I do that? Because you need to have a weekly spending limit. You need to know where your finances are going and how much you're spending. If you don't have no weekly spending limit, you're going to run through your bread faster than if you did, because you're not even aware of where you're at. And like we always say, if you're not aware, you're just subject to put yourself in a position to fail or do worse than your current situation, right? So I would take that extra $1,500, put it in my Wells Fargo savings account, and I would just keep like $300, $400, $200, depending on what I need. Gas is like maybe $70 for the week. You feel me? Food, if I'm not cooking, I only need maybe $100 and some change. I don't really need much. And then let's say, you feel me, just because I got extra bread I can spend money on weed. I only need $100, 124 ounce for the month. You know what I mean? Or, a quarter for the week, a half ounce for the week, however you do it. But you have to like put your finances in a structured system. So you're not just spending your bread and not losing track of where you at. Because we all hate those times where we got money, but you don't know where you at. You feel me? There's no worse feeling than not knowing how much money you got in your account. Because you're going to go out with your homies and your friends. You're going to be like, you're going to be pulling your shit out. You're going to be pulling your phone out like, okay, I'm good. You're going to be sitting there doing that check like, okay, I'm good. I could do it. You feel me? I used to be like that. I used to be in that position too many times, more often than not. And then I started implementing these rules for myself. And now when I'm out with the homies, you feel me? I don't check. I just give the card. I literally just be like this. I just give them the card. I don't even got no card, but I just give them the card. I be like, yeah, bro, 60 something, 40 something. Yeah, it's going to be 120. I could do that and not feel it. And I'm not worried about, how much I got left after this one. Like, no, bro. You don't want to be living like that, bro. Because if you're doing that when you're outside, then you probably shouldn't be outside to begin with. Let's be real. If you don't have comfortable finances, you shouldn't be going outside comfortably. Because then when it comes to that tab, when it comes to that, that bill you got to pay, I don't want you being that guy in the back of the line like, you feel me? Don't be that guy. I want you to be the first one like, oh, okay, bet you said it's 120 because you feel me, went go-karting and had food and did all of that. Yeah, okay, here, bet, boom, it's done. Because your finances is set. You already put your finances in order. So you could go have fun and not worry about your financial situation when you get back home. Because we hate that, right? So, just take that into account, man. I'm going to give a little quick summary of the rules and what you should be doing. Obviously, rule number 1, you got to manage your finances, budget your finances. Ask yourself, what do you need and what do you want? Put the wants, you feel me, on a separate list. Let's just put the needs right now. What do we really need? How much do these things cost on a weekly basis? Okay, now you're getting somewhere, right? And now, you feel me, as far as the wants, you could, spoil yourself, treat yourself well once the needs are completed. So once you get your groceries for the week, you put gas in your tank, fill it up for the week. If you get weed, whatever you do, you might get a pack of beer or some alcohol every week because that's how you like to enjoy yourself. However it may be, once you do all of that, then if you got extra money, you could spend on yourself, splurge, whatever the case may be. Or you can put the extra one back in your savings account and keep stacking. You know what I mean? So, that's the first thing. Second thing, within that budgeting system, managing your finances, give yourself just a weekly limit. So let's say this, right? You say your gas, your food, and an extracurricular activity that you do, whatever the case may be, comes to around $300. So now that's taken care of. Once that's taken care of, now give yourself just a regular, $100, $200 limit to just do whatever you want for the week. That means you could go out and get some desserts. I personally like going to Crumble Cookie and getting a smoothie. That's like my little combo. I'm not going to cap. It's very valid. I like doing that. You feel me? I only like doing that when I have extra comfort space to do that. So, you know what I mean? You might like going out to the movies. Movies, a ticket with some popcorn might be like $20, $25. And you want the reclining seats. You feel me? It's going to be extra little money, but you've been doing your work ahead of time beforehand so that you could do this comfortably and you could really just sit there and enjoy the movie, right? So, I needed to make this video because personally I've been slacking. And that's another thing too. When you're not having consistent income, that's when these principles and regulations on finances become the most important. Promise you, I can tell you that firsthand. When I was working in the summer, had a job, and then I started school. And that means I can't work out there because I worked in LA. I went through like a period of not having a job for like a month and some change. And I felt my finances, felt the change. Does that make sense? Yeah. My finances represented that because I don't have consistent income coming in, but I'm still having to have these consistent needs for basic survival, for my basic lifestyle. So I'm just dipping into the savings, dipping into my regular money, dipping in. And now it's like, damn, bro, I don't got no job. I don't got no income, bro. I'm starting to feel it. And now you just go down. You go down. So I'm like, yeah, bro, I got to go get me a job. I'll get some money. And that's what I did, bro. You feel me? Keep the finances afloat. Have a foundation. You feel me? For anybody that's watching this, if you're my age, I'm 23. If you're younger, older, it don't even matter. If you don't have a foundation, man, you got to build one. That's what I realized a little too late, I feel like. I'm 23 and I was 23 and I didn't have no foundation for myself. Nothing to fall back on as far as financials. That's just the real as I could get. And now I do have some sort of foundation, but it's just not the foundation I want yet. But we're building, and that's what matters. What's a good foundation, bro? For me personally, a good foundation is 10K. 10K, 10 schmackaroos to the face. That's solid. 10K? Yeah. And it don't take that long to make 10K, let's be real. That's half a year, bro, with some good savings and some good budgeting. But, I'll make a video on this later to really up the score because, we just don't want our money sitting. We want our money to make money. You need 15K. That's where I'm personally headed. My foundation's 10K, and then I need that 15, that extra 5 to go make plays. That's what I'm excited for, bro. I'm so excited. But, I'm not going to sit here and ramble too much. That's the main premise of what's going on. That's the main message I want to just give to y'all. Take your finances serious because your finances low-key may be more important than any other self-improvement you got going on. Like, yeah, your mind right, your physique right, everything right, but you ain't got no fucking money, bro. You broke as fuck. You broke as fuck going to the gym. You broke as fuck trying to talk to girls. You broke as fuck trying to do shit. Like, no, bro. No, bro. Your financial should low-key be your number one priority in life. You know, that could be debatable between health, but, you know, that's a huge role in how we view ourselves and how we live. So, you know, how much of an emphasis are you going to put into your financial strategy so you can be where you want to be or just be comfortable? Think about it, man. So, yeah, I'm going to let that be that. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. I hope you was able to gain some insight. I hope you was able to apply some of these rules. If you didn't, I would like you to go back to this same video and write down these rules so that you can apply them and not just look at a video and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that, but then you forget about it as soon as you watch the next video, bro. Like, I really want you to implement these principles into your life because you will see beneficial results, because I have. Other than that, man, y'all know the deal. Be ready for the next video. Actually, you can't be ready unless you are subscribing, liking, hitting the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping this sauce, man. Other than that, if anybody wants to talk or needs advice, the link's down below. I'm available 24/7 around the clock. Other than that, man, it's your boy, Runaway Ron, and I'm running out of here. Gang, 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 gang.